You just got up to go to the bathroom. You didn't say anything. You didn't make a sound. You didn't look at him, call his name, or give any signal at all. And somehow, before you've even reached the door, he's already there, padding behind you, settling outside the door, sometimes squeezing through before you can close it and sitting there, completely unbothered as you stare at him and wonder what exactly is happening. You've laughed about it. You've complained about it. You've tried to understand it. And today you finally will. Because researchers have spent real time and real money studying exactly this behavior. And what they found doesn't just explain the bathroom thing, and it reveals something about your dog's inner world that will completely change how you see those four paws following you down the hallway. Let's start with something most people don't realize. To your dog, the concept of being alone is genuinely strange. Not uncomfortable? Strange. Unfamiliar at a biological level, like something that isn't supposed to happen. Dogs evolved as pack animals, not just social animals. And pack animals, meaning that for tens of thousands of years, the natural state of a dog was to be surrounded by other members of its group at almost all times. Sleeping together, hunting together, moving together, resting together. Solitude wasn't a preference or a personality trait. It was a warning sign. An animal alone was an animal in danger. That is the nervous system your dog inherited. That is the baseline his brain understands as normal. And you are his pack. You are the entire pack, condensed into one person. So when you get up and walk somewhere, from his perspective, the pack is moving. And a pack member who doesn't follow the pack is a pack member who gets left behind. He's not following you to the bathroom because he's needy. He's following you because leaving you behind isn't something his nervous system recognizes as an option. Now let's talk about what happens when you close the door. Researchers who study dog behavior have documented something called proximity-seeking behavior. The drive an animal has to maintain physical closeness to its primary attachment figure. In dogs with secure, loving bonds, this behavior is strong, consistent, and completely healthy. But here's the part that matters. Studies have found that dogs don't just follow their owners for company. They follow them because they are actively monitoring, keeping track, running a continuous low-level check on the safety and location of the person they have designated as most important in their world. Your dog sits outside that bathroom door not because he's waiting for you the way you'd wait for someone. He's waiting the way a sentinel waits. He has a job. His job, in those 2 minutes, is to know exactly where you are and to be ready the moment you need him. That scratch at the door isn't impatience, it's a status check. It's him saying, I know you're in there. I'm still here. Everything is fine. Just making sure. There's a specific study I want to tell you about. Researchers at the University of Veterinary Medicine in Vienna designed an experiment to understand what dogs actually experience during brief separations from their owners. Not hours-long departures, but very short ones. Minutes. The kind that happen a dozen times a day in a normal household. What they found was striking. Dogs who were separated from their owners even briefly showed a measurable physiological response. Elevated heart rate, increased alertness, a subtle but real activation of the stress response. Not panic, not distress, just attention. The body going on alert. And then the owner returned. And within seconds, those markers normalized. Your dog's nervous system is not neutral when you're out of his sight. It is gently, quietly, constantly invested in your whereabouts. The bathroom trip that takes you 2 minutes feels, to him, like a small deployment, a brief gap in his awareness of the most important variable in his world. He follows you because your presence is his baseline. Your location is information he needs. And the moment you disappear around a corner, some small part of him starts quietly working to close that gap. Let me tell you something about the bathroom specifically, because this isn't random. Think about what a bathroom is from a dog's perspective. It's a small enclosed room. You go in. The door closes, or tries to. You're quiet in there. You're alone. You're in a confined space with no visible exits. To a dog who has spent thousands of years reading the body language and location of pack members, this scenario triggers a very particular response. His most important person has entered a small enclosed space and become temporarily inaccessible. That is, by every instinct he has, a situation that warrants supervision. He is not following you out of curiosity. He is following you because he has assigned himself as your guardian, and a guardian who lets his person disappear into an enclosed room without checking on them is not doing his job. This is not neurosis. This is loyalty expressed through the only mechanism he has, his physical presence. There's one more layer to this, and it might be the most important one. Animal behaviorists who study the dog-human bond have noted something consistent across dozens of studies. The dogs who follow their owners most persistently, the ones who track every move, who settle at the bathroom door, who reposition themselves throughout the day to stay within visual range, are not, as many people assume, the most anxious dogs. They are, more often, the most securely attached ones. The dog who follows you isn't doing it because he's afraid you'll disappear. He's doing it because you are the center of his social world, and proximity to you is how he expresses that. Not with words, not with gifts, with his body, with his presence, with those four paws that find you every single time, in every room, no matter how quietly you moved. There's a difference between a dog who follows out of anxiety, who panics when you leave, who can't self-regulate, who is genuinely distressed by separation, and a dog who follows out of love. The anxious dog is shadowing you because he doesn't trust the separation. The loving dog is shadowing you because he simply doesn't see the point of being anywhere you aren't. Your dog who follows you to the bathroom? Chances are he's the second kind. He's not worried about losing you. He just genuinely can't think of a reason to be somewhere else. So the next time that little shadow appears at your heels as you head down the hallway, the next time you feel this eyes on you as you reach for the door handle, let yourself see it for what it is. Not clinginess, not a quirk to train away, not a behavior to explain or fix. It's a dog who has decided at the deepest level of his instincts that where you go, he goes. That your location is his business. That being near you is not just a preference, it's an orientation, a North Star. The thing that tells him without any words that the world is exactly as it should be. He follows you to the bathroom because you are worth following. Every single time. Does your dog do this? Does he follow you from room to room all day long? Tell me in the comments. How far will he go to stay close to you? And if you want to know the 7 secret signs your dog gives you every single day that prove his love is deeper than you ever realized, that video is right here. Don't miss it.